What's going on, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XL. All right, back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! And every day. For 100 days, we're dealing with it every deck, every day, single day. And today, everybody, day 91. We're almost done. But we have a few more deck suggestions. And today, we're looking at a very nice deck. It's based off of Magistus, them little spellcasters that like to equip themselves from the extra deck to our monsters to give them extra effects. So we're combined with DarkMagician today, as you can clearly see. And we got ourselves a nice little deck here that likes to make a little bit of a board and then just run our opponent over. We got negates, we've got interruptions, we got the whole shebang. So we're going to go into good old Yugioh Pro. I'm going to show you this deck off, show you how it works. Big shout out to Mr. Dre McGee, who asked for today's deck, wanted me to take a look at the synergy between the Magistus and the DarkMagician. And so I'm going to go ahead and go over the cards we'll be using today, and then we're going to get ourselves started. So for our main deck, we want 2 copies of the DarkMagician, 1 copy of the Red Eyes Black Dragon, 3 copies of Apprentice Illusion Magician, 1 copy of Palladium Oracle Mana, 3 copies of Crowley, the Magistus of Grimoires, 3 copies of Zoroa, the Magistus of Flame, 2 copies of Endymion, the Magistus of Mastery, 3 copies of Riliona, the Magistus of Ver, 3 copies Magician's Rod, 3 copies Magician's Soul. We got 3 copies of Magistus Vitra, 1 copy of Dark Magic Attack, 1 Red Eyes Fusion, 1 Magicalized Fusion, 2 copies of Magistus Invocation, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 copies of Magistus Theurgy, 2 copies of the Soulful Servant, 3 copies of the Dark Magical Circle, 2 copies of Trismegistus, and 3 copies of Eternal Soul. For our extra deck, we have 2 copies of Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden, 1 Versatile Anaconda, 1 Selene the Queen, the Master Magicians, 1 Appaloosa the Bow of the Goddess, 1 Riliona the Magistus Glass Witch, 1 Ninaruru the Magistus Glass Goddess, 2 Varum the Magistus Divinity Dragon, 1 Forlode Dragon, 1 Trishula Dragon of Ice Barrier, 2 copies of Awaz, the Magistus Spell Spirit, 1 Dragoon, and 1 Quintet Magician. Our side deck, there's a few little things. If you want to focus more on Dark Magician stuff, go ahead, Magician's Navigation, Illusion Magic to search out more Dark Magicians, just throw another copy of Dark Magician in there. You got Dark Magic Inheritance and Spellbook of Knowledge. There's a lot of standard, sort of things you could just add to this to make it more Dark Magician-y. I just wanted to focus more on the Magistus side of things. So we're going to go ahead now into our Yugioh Pro, show this deck off. Let's get ourselves some nice little duels going, and we'll have ourselves a good fun time. Alrighty, our first opponent, and we want to try and go first. This is very much a going first deck. We can go second on occasion, but not very often. Alright, not a bad opening hand. I can definitely do stuff with this hand. So let's go ahead and start off with the Magician's Rod. Pretty basic dude. When he is summoned, you can add a spell trap that lists the DarkMagician. Or conversely, you can't. Alright, well, I can still do stuff. Here's what I want to do. Trismegistus. This card, it protects your Magistus monsters with equipped cards from being destroyed by battle once per turn. More importantly, lets us special summon monsters from our hand. And we're going to summon out Riliona, the Magistus Vere. When this monster is normal or special summoned, you can add a Magistus spell trap. That's exactly what we're going to do. He may have ashed us once, but he can't ash us again. So let's go ahead. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get Theurgy. Nice little spell card. Basically, how Magistus work is that they try to equip the monsters from the extra deck onto their main deck monsters, and eventually the extra deck onto the extra deck. But right now, we're going to equip Artemis onto our Riliona here. Artemis, when equipped to a monster, has this effect. Once per turn, I can get myself a monster. And the monster we want right now is Zoroa, the tuner monster. He'll be good for next turn. Right now, not right at that moment, but soon. So let's go ahead and activate our copy of the Dark Magical Circle. Alright. That'll work. Get myself a Soul Servant for next turn. That'll work just fine. That way I can draw stuff, and that'll be good. So we're going to go ahead and make Versatile Anaconda. Longtime viewers will know that I'm not too partial towards Dragoon, but because we're playing DarkMagician, I'm making a special case for him. So we're going to go ahead and make Dragoon. He's very nice for going first, gives us our negation and such. So we're going to go ahead and set Eternal Soul. And that will be, I could play Servant, but I need something to discard. So that'll be good for now. That'll be good for now. See, now we have ourselves an Omni Negation in form of Dragoon, as well as an Interruption in the form of Eternal Soul. I can revive my Dark Magician, and then I can use the power of Dark Magic Circle to banish a card. So we'll be good. And next turn, I've got Zoroa. Zoroa has a very nice effect. I can target a Magistus I control, equip a monster from extra deck onto Zoroa. And here's the thing, if Zoroa gets a monster equipped to him, I can revive or summon from hand a Magistus. Alright, so I appear to be up against Nekroz. Alright, that's going to be an interesting one, because Nekroz was an anti-extra deck. So that could be tricksy. Could be tricksy. Yeah, I better stop Kaleidoscope. Because he can, like, ditch Natis and stuff. I don't want him to do that if I can help it. Not if I can help it. I'd rather him not ditch Natis and interrupt my things. I mean, granted, yeah, he can do that. And add Nekroz spell, yep. He can certainly add another Nekroz spell. Can he activate another Kaleidoscope? I'm guessing not. He just got the OG Nekroz mirror. Alright. Oh wait, is this the OG one? I'm pretty sure it is. Regardless, I'm still good. My Dragoon, he's now 4,000, as you can see. When he destroys stuff with his effect on the board, he has the ability to gain a permanent 1,000 attack points. And so, yeah, what was I saying about Zora? Yeah, basically, you equip a monster to him, and then you can bring out another Magistus. He's a tuner. You can make our Synchro monsters and such with him. Or I can use him to make, with Verte here, I can make, like, Appaloosa and such. So it's just a nice card all around. Nice card indeed. Alrighty. I do need to be careful, though, because I do have Eternal Soul. And think about Eternal Soul, nice thing. It can revive Dark Magicians and make Dark Magicians immune to everything. But if it gets destroyed, you lose all your monsters. And let's see. Yep. Yeah, I mean, Eternal Soul won't destroy this. But everything else will die. Alright, so he's still doing his Nekroz stuff. Cyril searching. He's trying to set himself up for something nasty. I imagine it's probably Trishula, because Trishula is non-targeted removal. And that would certainly be bad for Ith, if he could get rid of Dragoon. But then again, I could just Eternal Soul get rid of Trish, so we'll see how it goes. If Dragoon dies, it sucks, but it's not like the big thing. Because Dragoon, while he's a nice monster, he's not like the core of the deck. Alright, so Nekroz the cycle. Now he gets to summon out no. What's he gonna bring out? Bring out Brionac. Target 2 face-up monsters summoned from the extra deck, shuffle them into the deck. But you can't target Dragoon, so don't know why she did that. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead, get rid of Verte. I can use him later. I can use him for Magicalized Fusion too, so that's actually fine. It's fine by me. I don't need no Verte on the field. He would have done damage to me. I don't want to take no damage. That's for sure. So yeah, it's a very nice deck here we got ourselves today. I'm really glad that this was a suggestion, because I completely forgot about Magistus for a while. It's one of those decks, like, Magistus, they have a lot of versatility, a lot of different effects that they can do to, like, swarm the board. And, you equip enough of these monsters to your big boss, then, you can make a really intimidating monster. The only thing I don't care so much is Magistus, like, they don't really feel like they have a boss as much as they kind of do their own thing. Okay, so now he's going to go for that. Let's go ahead. Eternal Soul. Summon the Dark Magician. Summon up a Dark Magician. Now he's got Trishula. He can banish 3 cards, 1 from my hand. Sadly, yeah, Zora was going to go, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, but we had to stop that. We had to stop the Kaleidoscope. Alright, so he gets to banish 1 from the hand, 1 from the field, 1 from the grave. Question. Yeah, what did he probably banished like a soul servant from the grave. That's like the only thing in my grave I would really. Oh no, he got rid of something else. All right, well, let's go ahead and get rid of Trish. And let's see. I do have my rod. I can see. I would take damage, but I'd be able to get more stuff. And that would give me another monster too. Alright, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go ahead and tribute the Dark Magician for Rod. I can bring that back. Why did he banish Dragon? I guess he doesn't want me to make another Dragoon or something? I don't know. It's kind of weird. What is he doing here? Discard this card, target a Nekroz, add it to your hand. Okay. Get back Brianak. Alright, and then, yeah, he'll hit me for 1,400, but it's okay. It's fine, because I still have Eternal Soul. I still have a Dark Magician in the graveyard. All's good. Oh, and hey, I drew Endymion. Sweet. Alrighty, so here's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Let's see. One Dark Magician and nothing else. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and use Trismegistus. I'm gonna go ahead and special summon Endymion here. Be like, hello, I am Endymion. We'll go ahead and use Endymion's effect, equipping ourselves an Artemis. Because I'd like to get Artemis right now, thank you. Thank you very much. That way I can get my Zoroa back. Yeah, you always want to run at least 2 Artemis, because, you know, Artemis will leave, and you don't have ways of equipping from the grave. You want to have at least 2. Let's get ourselves our Zoroa. And, yeah, summon out Zoroa. This'll work. We'll use Zoroa's effect. Target himself, and we are going to equip... who do we want to equip in this situation? Let's see here. I can get 2 attacks on a monster. So let's ditch our Glass Goddess. Acha. So like I said, Zoroa's effect, he will now summon back our Magician. Hello. And her effects are negated, so don't need to worry about that. Let's go ahead and special summon a Dark Magician. That's right, your days are numbered, young man. You put up a good effort with your little Nekroz, but I'm afraid it's no good no more. So banish Kandal, I guess. No particular reason. Gotta banish something. So, let's see here. What is the next step? I could make Borload, but I don't really need to make Borload. I could make Anaconda. That's actually not a bad idea. How many spellcasters do I have in the grave? Not nearly. I mean, I could make my Quintet Magician, but it would be kind of a dumb idea, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and make, yeah, the big boss monster, Varam. We're going to go ahead and use this dude and the Magistus Aureliona. Summon this out. And so an effect of Aureliona is that you can banish her from the grave and target one of your Magistus. And this actually is the thing that lets you recover monsters from the grave. You know, you can banish the monsters. It's very cool. So let's go ahead. We'll banish our Eternal Soul. Or not Eternal Soul, Soul Servant. Get ourselves another draw. Just in case we need it. Not that I think we'll need it. And let's see. Yeah. We'll use Endymion's other effect. I can get rid of Artemis. And then I can draw one and put a card on the bottom of the deck. Ooh. That is actually a really nice draw. I've drawn Invocation. So a nice thing about our Invocation, I can fuse with the monsters that are treated as equips. And yeah, let's just use those 2. We'll summon out this guy, Awaz. And so we'll go ahead and attack our opponent now. Let's make sure he doesn't feel, you know, neglected or anything. Oh, you want something? I don't think so. I didn't think so. Yeah, so Awaz here is a really nice mod. He doesn't do a lot on his own, but basically what this guy has the ability to do is he can equip to a monster and give it 1,000 attack and defense. What's more, I can equip it to an opponent's monster, and then I can make it so I steal that monster. It won't be able to attack, or rather, it can't use its effects, but it can still attack. And so it's a nice bit of interruption. It's a nice little bit of interruption. So let's go ahead. Let me think about this. How many spells are in the grave? 1, 2, 3. I really wish Dragoon was still in there, but he is not. Let's see, I could make Celine. That's actually not a bad idea. Go ahead and make Celine the queen. She'll get 3 counters. Hacha. And then I can go ahead and remove those counters and bring back a monster. And we're going to bring back, doesn't really matter whom. Not really, because I'm just going to go ahead and make Appaloosa. Hacha. That way we have a bit of negation and interruption and more interruption. Because, you know, I'm not the sort of guy who likes to just, like, do all negates, but this is a nice deck because I can do negates and interruptions. Alright, so he top decks the pot. That's pretty good top deck. Not gonna lie, that is a very nice top deck. I'll say it's very nice. But I really don't see him getting around this. I mean, I can negate 2 effects, steal a monster, banish a monster. I don't see it. Maybe I am ignorant of the Nekroz. I mean, I've played them a few times. I don't think I'm mistaken. What did you see? He banished his. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. What does this do? Let's see. Control the monsters, banish this card in Nekroz, add a Nekroz spell. Okay. That's not necessary. Oh, that's actually bad. Yeah, he got Kaleidoscope. That's actually really bad. Because now he can use Kaleidoscope and ditch Natis. Well, if he didn't banish Natis. If he didn't, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and negate a monster effect. I really don't want him to hit me with a Brionac, if I can help it. Yep. Alright, Pensiplume. No. That's not once per turn. I don't want you using your incantation, sir. No, sir. Alright, well, now we know he has a Valkyrus. Yeah. Oh, what's now? What is it now? Ritual spell. What are you doing? So you banish this card in Nekroz, add a Nekroz, again with adding more Nekroz spells. Alright. I gotta think, yeah, he hasn't activated Kaleidoscope yet. Does that mean he can't, or what? I don't know. I guess not. He must have gotten rid of all of his Natisses. The only explanation I have. So let's go ahead and bring back the DarkMagician, because the effect of Dark Magic Circle is not limited to face-up monsters. And I don't need to get back the rod. I will spare the rod. No. Alrighty, so that's going to be duel numero uno, and of course I draw Crowley now. Now Appaloosa's a fairy. Appaloosa is a fiery monster. And you know, let's just go for a game. We'll see if this works or not. Really depends if he can use Valkyrus or not. Yeah, he can. Okay. So okay, that's fine. Negate battle phase. Or not. What does this do? Oh yeah, because I'm unaffected because of Eternal Soul. That's right. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. So yeah, there you go. That's the idea of this deck. You know, you start off with a bit of a Dragoon and a bit of other stuff. You just build from there. You get out your AWADs and you equip it to monsters. You get Appaloosa, Belchapalooza. That's her new name. And so it's a nice little deck that does lots of stuff. So let's go for duel number 2 and continue from here. All right, here, secondary opponent. And we're going first again, as we like to do. And, okay. Not an amazing hand, but it's got stuff. I mean, I've got my Trismegistus. Nice effect also, Magistus. I showed before you can, you know, summon one monster. But if you want to, you can get rid of it to summon as many Magistus from the hand as you please. So I can just summon Endymion, summon Vere. Vere will go ahead and get us a card. And that way I can at least, yeah, I can start with some stuff. Let's see. Let's see, that was a special summon, so I want to go ahead for Invocation. Yes. We'll get Invocation started up. Let's go ahead and use Endymion on himself. Go ahead, add an Artemis. That way I can get more stuff. And so we'll go ahead and let's get Zoroa. I got the thoughts going in my head how this is going to go here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and play, Invocation. Get ourselves our fusion monster. That way we have some interruption. We'll go ahead and summon out Zorua. Zorua will equip himself with... let's go ahead and equip with Bottom. That way, if anything tries to battle into Zorua, Zorua will be fine. We'll summon back Endymion. And I can equip more things, but I really don't need to. We'll make Verte Anaconda everyone's favorite. Uh-oh. Am I going to get hit with Nibiru? Uh-oh. Oh. What's this? Shuffle card, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Opponent summons a Link. Okay. I've not seen Phantasme in a long time. When you put an activates a card effect that targets a monster you control, discard a card to get the activation, destroy it. Okay. Well, I don't have anything right now that can do that, so we'll see how that goes. So let's go ahead and make our good old pal Dragoon be like, hello, here I am. I mean, yeah, this can negate targeted stuff, but I don't think it matters. My opponent surrenders right before I'm about to try and bait out some of his negates. All right, well, that's still a duel. I mean, I was able to summon out, Magistus Was, and I've got Dragoon, and I have this Zoro that can beat over stuff. We're pretty set for going first. I mean, yes, he has Phantasme, but clearly he didn't have anything else because he surrendered, so there you go. So there's duel number 2. I guess I'll have to do a bonus duel now because that was way too quick. So, yeah, that's just what happens sometimes. People just see Dragoon and they just can't handle it. Honestly, it's kind of sad, but it happens. So let's go for duel 3. All right, our third opponent. We'll try to get this one a little bit faster. We're about like the 22-minute mark at this point, so we better go a little bit faster here. All righty, interesting opening hand. Not a great opening hand, but with any other monster, it's serviceable. Specific, I prefer like a Magician's Rod. That would be nice. If I could be so kindly provided with a copy of the Rod, I would appreciate, indeed. So, what are we up against? We're up against a guy, he likes to set a bunch. I mean, I am running the Dark Magic attack, specifically for little stuff like this. Let's see here. Alright. We'll start with Crowley, ditching a mana to the grave, and we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if he has a Solemn or something. I do have Magistus Vithra, which is literally just Monster Reborn in the form of Magistus. So, okay. Didn't do anything. That's nice. I'm a little hesitant to make... Thinking here. Thinking. I'm hesitant to make Verte, because this guy clearly has a bunch of trap cards. But I'm going to go ahead and do something else. So, Artemis can be equipped from the field. This is something you can do on occasion if you really, really have to go for Artemis. Ooh, Book of Moon. Luckily, I have mana here. Since he targeted my spellcaster, I can summon mana from the graveyard. Alright, so he's definitely some sort of anti-meta, not quite anti-meta, but just general interruption sort of deck. I can just bring this monster out, and sadly this won't stop him from stopping Crowley, but it's something. It's something. Alright. Let's go ahead and activate Magistus. Bring back Crowley. We'll bring back Crowley, that way we still have monsters on the board. And I'm still hesitant to go for Verte. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and attack first. We'll attack. Crowley's got 1,800 attack points. I think that's good enough to do some damage. And we'll see. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure this guy's going to try to negate me if I do anything. But at the same time, I might as well give it a shot. Good old Verte Anaconda coming in clutch yet again. Although this time I think... Oh. No, he did not actually do anything about that. That is surprising. That is rather surprising. Alright, well, there you go. I've got Dragoon. I didn't think I'd actually get Dragoon to go, but there he is. Sometimes It's easier than it looks. I mean, he had all this face down, and I was like, okay, Conquistador of the Golden Lando. So this is Eldlich. I've got my Dark Magic Circle, and that's the only way I have of banishing stuff. I kind of need to banish the Golden Lord to get around Eldlich, because Eldlich, really powerful deck. Orcust, Symbol, Shalopone, I think. Banish this card from the grave, target Orcust in the grave, except for itself, summon. Alright, Linky Stinky Spider. I presume you have a level, or a normal monster in the hand. So this is some sort of Eldlich Orcust deck. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So what exactly is the plan here? Alright, Galatea, the Orcust Automaton. Target a banished machine, shuffle to death. Okay, there are no banished machines. You're just gonna make like Dingirzu? Alright, you just made Dingirzu. I'm gonna have to say no to that. I have my Omni Negate. Granted, he can detach material instead of being destroyed. But it's better than him just straight up getting rid of Dragoon. Although, granted, he might still be able to do stuff. He's got that Galatea again. And now he can put back Skeleton to get his stuff. Alright, so he's gonna get to do his stuff. Which is not necessarily good. Really depends on how hard he can hit. I mean, I still have a monster that can't be targeted or destroyed by stuff. I mean, granted, I don't have my negation no more. But we'll just have to live with it. I mean, he doesn't have, like, a great setup or anything. Depending, of course, on what these set cards are. That's going to be the ultimate deciding factor here. Is what are these? I'm going to go on a limb and say, I don't know, other Eldlich traps? Like he's got a Haquero, maybe? Something like that. It's hard to say. Let's see. Yep. Now his monsters are quick effects. Yep. That is what your effect is. So the question is, what's next? Because he can get rid of Anaconda, he can get rid of Crowley. But I don't know if he can get rid of Dragoon unless he had, let's see. Special summon once per turn. Yeah, so he can't summon another Dingirzu. Orchestrated return. Okay. Draw 2 more cards. Very nice, very nice. Alright. He certainly seems to be up to something. He's really trying to figure out how to get rid of Dragoon. But I guess he couldn't. So now, yeah, he'll get rid of Anaconda. He wants to do that damage. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't go after Crowley, but, you know, that works too. Alrighty. So now, we just got to get around this stuff. Well, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. That shouldn't be a problem. Let me think. Let's go ahead and flip up Crowley first. And let me think about this. That's in the gray. Let's see, I can equip a monster. Let's see here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Use Crowley in the grave. Equip a monster onto Crowley. Not yet. Let's go ahead and equip Artemis. I'm thinking around what he's doing. So we'll go ahead and use our Maiden. Gonna search out another monster. And let's see, who do I want to search in the first place? See, I could go for Endymion. I could go for the Spell Trap. I'll go for the Spell Trap Searcher. I got an idea. We'll go for Verde. We'll make our fusion. That way we have some interruption and such. So let's go ahead, summon out Ver. And then see what he's got. He's got something. The question is, what is that something? I don't know. It could be a lot of somethings. So let's go ahead and get. Yeah, I'd like to do the fusion. It's just something I want to do. You know, the fusion's very nice monster. Alright, so let's go ahead, Invocation. And we are going to fuse into our Aiwa. Go ahead, use this and this. Summon that in attack mode. And we should be good. Okay, so my opponent surrenders. Okay, so he didn't actually have anything. basically. I mean, I was going to go ahead and pop his monster, do burn damage. He could have activated something, but had the Omni Negation. And so it was pretty much just dead set. You know, Dragoon, he's a really annoying dude to get around if you don't have like kaijus or, you know, non-targeted stuff. You know, you have to have non-targeted stuff, or else you can't do much to Dragoon. So there's gonna be our third duel. I do have one replay saved up against Magnet Warriors. I'll leave that after the credits. But for now, let's go for the end screen. Alrighty, everyone, Magistus DarkMagicians. We went 3-0. I'm going to count my save replay as the second duel because honestly that one wasn't very. That one was kind of a chintzy one. But so, yeah, like I said, the replay will count as the second duel. So 3-0. This is a very nice deck. I really appreciate being asked to look at Magistus because I completely forgot they existed. They just kind of appeared and then disappeared. But they can do some serious stuff once they get a rolling. Very toolboxy sort of thing. With, you know, the synchro and the fusion, and the Ixies don't do as much, but the synchro and the fusion are very nice. So I hope you guys appreciated today's deck. Let's go ahead, and if you want to, hit the like button if you liked it, and consider subbing if you haven't. And tomorrow we are looking at, I don't know what the name of this archetype is. It's called Furious Armadillos, apparently. Furious Armadillos is tomorrow's deck, and so your boy Memphis is going to be signing out. I got to go ahead and get ready for that deck. And I'll see you guys again next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Take care.